So YouTube, last week I faced a fascinating social dilemma involving ethnic heritage, body image issues, religion, politics, guns. Really, it just involves the first two. I just put those other ones in there so the trolls will have something to argue about in the comments. As you know, my brother Luke,
where is he?
Recently turned 21, so last week I was out at a bar with him and I had texted another friend of mine, Brian, who informed me that he could not come to meet us at said bar, but Brian said his friend Kevin was a regular at the bar and we should look for him and say hi. We would recognize him because he was, quote, big and Asian, unquote. Now, first of all, he gave us the not helpful description big. I mean, did he mean tall? Did he mean wide? Did he mean overweight? We had no way of knowing. But the weird thing was that when we were at the bar, we looked around and there was only one Asian guy in the bar. Don't worry, diversity police, there are many other races there too. Actually, whites were in the minority. So we're like, what are the chances that that is Kevin? So I take out my phone and I take a selfie, cleverly positioning Kevin, who's across the bar, in the corner of the picture. And then I text it to my friend Brian. I'm like, is this the Kevin that you know? Brian writes back, he's like, yes, that is the Kevin that I know. At this point, I found myself in a dilemma because imagine the conversation that I would have with Kevin. Hey, are you Kevin? And he's like, yeah, how did you know? Oh, my friend Brian said to look for a big Asian dude, and you are both large and Asian, so this isn't awkward or anything. I'm glad we've had this talk. Or maybe my friend Brian was just messing with me and Kevin doesn't even really exist and he just wants me to walk up to some Asian guy and be like, hey, are you Kevin? And he's like, no. And I'm like, but you're big and you're Asian. Are you sure you're not Kevin? So I decided not to try to talk to him, but I turned to Luke and I said, wouldn't it be funny if Brian was sending Kevin, assuming that's really him, a text message right now saying, hey, look for my friend Josh. He's the skinny, one-legged guy. And like 2 seconds later, I hear from behind me Kevin say to his friends, all right, I'm looking for a guy named Josh. And then he gets up and he starts walking around the bar, looking underneath everyone's chair, clearly because Brian texted him, look for my one-legged friend, Josh. So sure enough, he finds me. He's like, oh, you're Brian's one-legged friend. And I was like, yeah, you must be Kevin. He's like, oh, what did he say about me? I was like, oh, he just said that you were Asian. Awkward. We should hang out sometime if you're big and Asian. Please subscribe for a new video from me every Tuesday.